flopping. Flopping. Big conversation, Mr. Commissioner.
So, yeah, it's been a conversation. I would only say that there's a difference between selling a call, exaggeration, and a true flop, which is where you're actually fooling the referees. I think sometimes, even as I sit in the stands at games, players may be falling down, players may be reacting to a call, but then to me, if they're not fooling the referees, it's like, okay, that's like the players are taught to sell calls these days. I mean, can officiating get bad? Can officiating get better? Of course. We're always working on that. Can officials get fooled occasionally? We're always looking at that as well. But the officiating is incredible. I will also add one other piece to it, because I know there's always controversy around certain calls. There's one you were talking about on your show earlier today. And I think in terms of replay, I think we're going to get to the point fairly quickly where, for example, out of bounds, the very play that you were talking about.
Chet Holmgren's foot, it's a big deal.
Yeah. And I think where, just like, you know, if you're a tennis fan and they have what they call Hawkeye, and it's like the animation, and you quickly see, you know, where the line was and the oohs and ahs of the crowd, it touched the line or it was out of bounds. We're going to move to a system like that, where that whole category of calls will be automatic, where, you know, it's going to be, Laker ball, Nick ball, whatever it is, Thunderball, those calls will be done by an AI automated system with cameras lined around the court, and it'll take all of those so-called objective calls out of the hands of the referees. It'll be instantaneous, it'll be automatic, just play on, let's go, Spurs inbound, and you'll move on. You won't have to deal with challenges on those calls, but it will also now allow the officials on the more difficult subjective calls to give their full attention to those, where, because there's often contact on every play, it doesn't mean there's a foul, and they're trying to measure sort of whether that contact is impeding the player, how hard that contact is. It's something that can't just be done on camera. They're actually feeling the contact because they're there on the floor with the players. So anyway, I think there is a technology will really be helpful here.
The flopping and the frustration that some people have and the way the games are officiated. As I've told you, Adam Silver, the commissioner, multiple commissioners were on Pat McAfee's primetime special last night, which was excellent. And this might have been the most, certainly I think it was the comment that got the most attention. This was Adam Silver talking about the flopping and how he plans to deal with it.
There's a difference between selling a call, exaggeration, and a true flop, which is where you're actually fooling the referees. I think sometimes, even as I sit in the stands at games, players may be falling down, players may be reacting to a call, but then to me, if they're not fooling the referees, it's like, okay, that's like the players are taught to sell calls these days. I mean, can officiating get bad? Can officiating get better? Of course. We're always working on that. Can officials get fooled occasionally? We're always looking at that as well. But the officiating is incredible.
So the officiating is incredible is the quote that wound up everywhere. But the point that he's making is there's a difference between selling a call and falling down untouched. And we are seeing it because, I mean, there are, if you just go on social media, there is montage after montage after montage being put together. So, Michael, I promised you'd hear directly from him this idea about flopping and what, if anything, they can do about it. What do you think?
I love what he said, but I don't know that practically. You're going to ask officials who got the hardest job to me in professional sports, officiating an NBA game. You're going to ask them to discern this? They got what are they going to do? Go and have a seminar with acting coaches in the offseason? No, you're going to ask them to call what? There's already an allowance on the books for calling a technical foul for flopping. I still believe that's there. I don't think they took it out, did they? Right? Just depends on whether they win. Winning covers all this stuff.
Yeah.
The deodorant that covers all stink is winning. And if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes back to back and he's on deck and he enters next season as a two-time champion and two-time MVP, guess what? There'll be kids out in the playground learning how to flop.
Oh, no.
Listen.
I ain't going to speak too long on this. So you got Adam Silver, who says that he thought his officiating is doing a good job. There's also came out on X where he says that basically they were saying allegedly he had a burner account just to see what fans say online about the NBA, and they don't care. Somebody made a great comment in the comment section, either on this channel or my Detroit channel. Check my Detroit channel out, Motor City Sports Talk, and check out the NBA Talk playlist on this channel. Hit the link in the description and say find me everywhere in the description. You can find me everywhere. Made a great comment. He said the NBA is no longer the NBA, it's the IBA. It's the International Basketball Association, and it is. The NBA is made for international players to be able to thrive here so they can put a team overseas and they can put teams outside the country because that's the division. It's not meant for American players. American basketball is rough, it's tough, it's gritty, it's physical. It's no bitching. It's no what you call playoff basketball now. That's regular season basketball in the 90s. If not even, it could be rougher, right? And they've made the league soft enough for international players to be tough enough to compete in. That's as simple as that. And to get to more of my point is saying that they don't have a problem. I can't watch a game, bro. I'm sorry. I can't watch a whole NBA game. I remember when Kobe was playing the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. I want to say it was the first year. That's the key year. The first year they played them because they beat Orlando. Then I think they played Boston. And we stopped what we was doing, bro. We had to be almost first year out of high school, first year out of college, and we all in my living room watching the game. Now, the game was still solid back then. They have fixed the league so easy, so bad for international players. It's sissy league. Ain't no way they'll sit here and tell Allen Iverson, well, they'll deduct him for dressing the way he dresses, acting, tattoos, this is bad, but you let a guy have his fingernails painted in the sport. These are the same entities and companies that don't want you to have long hair, or they won't give you a commercial deals or appeal outside of the sport. They won't market you as the face of the league because you look at Justin Herbert. He started getting commercials because he cut his hair. Quarterback for the Chargers. But they sit here and they allow somebody to paint their fingernails. They don't think it's a problem when you got players flopping. You got players flailing. It's a foul. It's a free throw every 2 minutes. They don't see that as a problem. The game is slowed down by free throw. All they do is shoot 3-point. The number one play in basketball is a slam dunk. You don't get that no more. They taking 3 steps. They traveling. The offensive players following the defensive players to follow the offensive player. And I understand he got to support his referees. Trash. Maybe they should use AI from a third party that has nothing to do with the NBA. This is not. This is why they try to say, SGA is the third best point guard. One, he's not a point guard. He's a combo guard, or really 2 guard that they call a point guard. We got to stop disrespecting Magic, John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas, guys like that. Even LeBron is a real point guard. They put him at the 3, but his game is a point guard. But people gonna argue with me on that, but I'm not here to argue that right now. I got another video coming for that down the line, right? Already done. But when they don't even care about their destroying the product. This is why you can't compare these. This era is trash. This era is trash. It's unwatchable, dog. It's a sport. It's supposed to be contact. It's supposed to be bumping. It's supposed to be pushing. It's supposed to be physical. It's supposed to be hand checking. You're supposed to be able to direct the offensive player. If you really a hellified offensive player, you're gonna get buckets through contact. And this is why you see the emasculation of the American male when you look at the NBA. Just think about it out there. You got guys who don't have a lick of muscle on them. You don't have guys that improve none. A jump shot don't improve none. They don't get stronger. You know what I'm saying? They can't shoot. They come back with not better free throw percentages. They don't know how to run plays no more. So when he said officiating isn't a problem, hey, shout out to bro on that. Disney is starting to make shifts. Disney is canceling the whole feminist movement. Paid the Captain Marvel chick to go away. Probably I heard cancel She-Hulk season 2. Ironheart. Now they bringing back the Punisher, real raw shit. They bringing back Daredevil season 2. I know they can. They bringing back raw shit. They bringing back raw shit. It's kind of like when people talk about, it's a lot of people that fake hate Trump but secretly support him. Same shit here. There's a lot of people that fake love femininity and masculinity, but really miss masculinity. And I'm like, real talk. Who the fuck want to be out there and the motherfucker got his fingernails painted? And he doing dances on TikTok. He wasn't on some shit like Dennis Rodman. They allegedly bust his wife down, and that's why he went crazy. We know that nigga was this motherfucker whole blade out there. Who might want to see that, bruh? Respectfully. Then you got these dudes hooping like their fingernails painted. It's just not masculine, man. You know, Adam Silver, David Stern destroyed the NBA. They wanted to get this international money. It can't be too physical because these international guys, they can't compete. If Jokic was out there in the 90s, dog, motherfucker be big Brian Country Reeves, my nigga. Like, he wouldn't be what he doing now. Motherfucker be Sam Perkins at best. 40-year-old Arvydas Sabonis. That's why you can't compare these niggas to Melo, Kobe, because they win championship. Ain't no way you tell me this Thunder team better than the Durant and Harden team. Come on, man. Hit the link in the description. Find me everywhere. X, Patreon, Instagram, the whole 9. Peace.